Okay, hello everyone. My name is Diego Ruiz. Most of you already know. Some of you implied for the last name or my face. I'm Carlos Son. I'm gonna talk about Kanban in Idenpierre. The Kanban board is a plugin that I created for my bachelor degree. What I'm gonna talk about firstly is what a Kanban board is, but not the theory about it, just what I thought when I developed it for Idenpierre, what I think it should be used for, or what I thought it should be used for. Then I will show you some cases. I will show you the process that I was thinking about when I created it. Then I will show you some special use cases. After discussing with Thomas, he said that the name of the plugin should be changed because it can be used for more than just Kanban. And then some of you I know that are already working with it, and so I'm going to show you at the end what's new, what's coming. There's a 2.0 version already in Bitbucket. So yeah, let's get started. So why did I think it will be a nice idea to have a Kanban board? In Idenpierre right now, I think it's not friendly at all. When you want to see something like a general overview of a process or something like that, you don't get to see the whole thing. If you want to see, for example, your open sales orders or your open invoices, you have to go to this grid view and you have to hope that you don't miss anything, or you have to create a search query in the search info window. Yep. So I think this is a lot of work for end users who are not so familiar with Idenpierre. So what I thought about it is you can miss a lot of things. It gets harder and harder to see everything. So what is the Kanban? Kanban, it's a Japanese word. It means signboard. And what it does is that you can visualize your work. So how do you do it? You just set up what I have as an example is a development process. So you have the analyze state, the design, the development, the testing, waiting for approval, production, rejected. This was modeled with the request table already existing in Idenpierre. So as you can see, you have the tickets, you have the people assigned to that ticket, and you can see how everything is right now. The example before, you will see like this in the Kanban. These are your sales order, these are draft, these are completed, those are closed. So as you can see, it's easier to see how it is going on instead of the grid view. So what you have to do is really easy. You just have to create the table, customize the cards, so you see whatever you want to see in them. You can put here the information of the record of foreign table. You can put everything here to see what you want to see at all time. You can use different colors for different purposes. So in this case, the sales order, I created a rule to show in blue the sales orders below 100 euros. In orange, you show the ones that are above 2,000 euros. So you can decide if you give priority to those who are higher and take care of them before. In this case, with the request board of the development, there's a priority field in the development. So you see that this is critic. I don't know, fix Jenkins problems. So that's critic. That has to be taken care of first, and then you can manage it. Another thing about it is in the Kanban board, it says that you have to limit your work in progress. So if you work at full capacity at all time, then you get minimal throughput. So how it is done here, you can define in the configuration in every status. This is the Kanban board. This is a table. These are the statuses, and every state is a ref list of that table or a column of that table. So you can define whatever you want with them. And the cards are just the records that belong to that table that are in that particular state. Okay, I will show you how to do it when it charges. But the idea is that you have, for example, this case. You can see that you have 6 tickets in testing. Design is not doing anything. Nothing is waiting for approval because testing has too much work and they cannot test everything at the same time. So in this case, that's not the idea behind the Kanban. Is that if you see something like this, you can say, okay, some people of the design department can help the testing department to take away all those tickets, or you can stop the development of sending them tickets until they get okay. So this way, limiting the work in progress, you just maintain the flow and eliminate waste. This is done by queues. Also, you can say this testing department can only have 3 tickets at the same time. If they have more than that, just send it to a queue and they will take care of that after they finish the ones they have assigned. So how it works now, it's you have something in analysis, you can double click to it and it will take you to that record when it's fast. And then you can see here, you can change, you can do whatever you want here. In the one that I showed you before with the sales orders, you can do the same. If you double click, you go to the associated sales order. In this case, it's purchase orders. You can change the state of it. Yep. What happened? Here, so if you have draft orders and you think they should be completed, you can just drag and drop them in the complete state. I guess the period is closed or something. It validates if it can be completed. It validates that the status that you are trying to do is available. If you try to go from complete to draft, it will say this transition is not allowed because you have to have consistency. Yep. Then you can reverse complete orders, the normal workflow of Pierre, put it in progress right now. In this case, with the development, is the same. I have this ticket. If you go there, you can see that is status is analysis. So I say I finish it and I want it in design. So it changed to design, and when you go here, you can see that it actually changed something. Everything is configurable. the statuses, the content of the cards, the colors, the how many cards do you want to show. You can choose, if you don't like this name, you can put an alias without changing the database. You can, this is new. You can hide the columns that you don't want to see right now. And yeah, then it works. So that's what I, yeah.
The configuration, is it per user or is it for everyone? Kanban or is it?
I will show you. You can create it per client, but then you have to, here you decide which role has access to it.
But the user can't create one for himself or something like that. Change the color from red to green.
There's the color selection. How is it per user or per client?
Per user.
It gets more traffic.
Here you decide which role can access it and who can read or write. If you do this, then this person is just allowed to see, but he's not allowed to drag and drop anything. He just can see. Yep, he cannot interact with it. The columns, that was the question? Yeah. What?
You say the new feature that the selections, the columns are selected.
You mean hide it?
Yeah, I hide it.
Yeah.
That's by user.
It's by instance. Just by instance. Yeah. You just hide them here, but if you display the Kanban again, it shows normally. You can, if you don't want to see one status, you can just deactivate it and then it won't show. Won't be shown. Yeah.
The configuration again?
Yeah. So here is the configuration. This is normal. The name, the Kanban card content is set as the mail templates by context. You can go deep just 2 levels. If the sales order has a business partner, you can show the name of that business partner or whatever you want to show. And here you decide which table is going to be the Kanban. Yep. Here you choose will column list, and if you don't choose any column list, then you can choose a column table. And here you can say the priority. The priority defines the colors that the cards are shown and also the order that you can show. Yep. You can set a where clause, so you can say show me the orders that are just sales orders, not every order. Yeah, it's the same. So a special case, this was created for Thomas. Everyone knows he's a beverage dealer. So his problem was that he needed to have a way that every morning he has some sales orders and he needs a way to define truck dispatch, delivered, yep, shipments, yeah. So he has several orders and he has to decide which truck, transport, deliver, which order. So what we did was that we model this Kanban board. So here you can see that the truck 1, or this is the plate of the truck, has these orders to deliver. This one has these ones, and what we add for this case in particular is this new feature. You can see a summary of the things that are in that state. So for example, in this case, you see the weight of the products, of these products. You can see how many barrels are there. You can see how many cases. So if you say this truck can carry just 200 kilos, you can say, okay, this one has too much, I have to move it to a different one. And this new thing is by SQL, so you can put there whatever you want to see. If you don't want to see anything, you don't put anything. And then another new thing that we add is that you can run processes here. So you can say, I define a process for the whole board. So you run something. You can define a process for the car. So when you right-click it, you can do something in that one. And, oh, what happened? And what it was meant to be, the original request was by status. So I can say this truck already did the whole thing, he delivered every order, so I can say here unload trucks. Right now it shows the sales order that has not been delivered. So when I run the process unload truck, it goes to an eDempiere process, says, okay, every order was processed, and it doesn't show anything else. You can use it for whatever you want. You can... yeah. And yeah, the processes right now can be defined by board, by card, or by status. By status or by card, they work as the info windows with the T table, T selection table.